What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Skye, and y'all know what's up, Sky Squad. We are in the building. Listen, in that good chatterization, you guys let me know if you guys can hear and see me clearly. Let me know if you guys can see and hear me clearly in the chatterization. Also, let me know where you guys are watching from. I want to know what you're doing, what you're drinking, what you're eating. I want to know all that information. I'm checking the chat right now to see what you guys are saying, if you guys can hear and see me clearly. While we do all that, let's go ahead and get into the housekeeping. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button. Make sure you guys are following me on Facebook because you can watch the stream there and you can watch it later there as well. And be sure to join the texting community as well. You guys can text me at 1-202-918-3386 to get onto the line so that I can just send you a text message as soon as a new video is about to do that good dropperization. People, we are in the house today, okay? And y'all know what's up. I'm always drinking my good detox tea. It is by Tava. The link is in the description down below. They got my vitamin supplements in there so I can keep this skin and body looking kind of right in this good quarantine and all that good stuff like that. So you guys can click the link down below to get that. It is a Black-owned product. Just a couple more items. I will be going live with All About the Tea at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And also, guys, be sure to catch me tonight at 7 p.m. on the Date in the District Instagram page. I will be interviewing the Orange Nerd. Okay, we're going to be talking fashion tonight, so go ahead and get all the way into that. Now, let's go ahead and stage dive. I see my people are in the house. Okay, I see y'all. Vegas in the house, Dallas, Ohio, is it Lathrop, California, El Paso in the house, College Park, Georgia, Indiana in the building, Orlando, Florida, Baltimore, Morro Bay, California, and Chicago. I see all of y'all people up in that good chatterization. Now, let's get down to the nitty, to the gritty, okay? First things first, let's talk about Nene Leakes. Okay, so you guys have been asking me questions about Nene Leakes, you know, for the past week, okay? For the past 2 weeks. And honestly, we don't really know much, right? We don't really have that much to go on with regards to whether or not Nene Leakes will be back in the house on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 13. However, you know, Nene is good for keeping us up to date via social media as to what's going on with her. And so it seems as though something is going on with our girl, because last night she tweeted these tweets out right here on her Twitter page, okay? She says, "You can have it all, just give me my name," okay? But then also looking back 6 days ago, she said rewards don't come with keeping it real. You can't keep it 100. You got to keep it about 75. Hashtag food for thought. And then also on that 6th day ago, she says, no matter how hard they try, I promise you it won't work. Now, with regards to this, in the chatterization, I have 2 questions for you guys. The first question is this, and please answer me as we ask the questions, right? She says, no matter how hard they try, I promise you it won't work. Do you think that she's referring to whatever is happening with maybe her contract negotiation? Or do you think she's referring to the Real Housewives of Atlanta filming season 13 without her? Let me know which one you guys think that she is sort of referring to. Or she could be referring to neither situation at all, but typically we know with Nene, and just write either contract or Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 in the chatterization, okay? Contract or season 13. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I see some people saying contract. Sweet Cookie says both. Kimberly says neither. She could just honestly, and Kim, you're right. She could be talking about neither. You know, you just never know. Atlanta and the whole Bravo umbrella. Interesting. Mickey says the filming. Melissa says probably both with Nene. Malibu Eye says neither. Leonisha says neither as well. Remain says both. So it's really hard to tell because, you know, Nene is kind of cryptic with her tweets sometimes. So she doesn't necessarily always state exactly who it could be that she's referring to, which is probably smart because, you know, when you start naming names, that's when things get really, really real. But I want to move on to this statement right here where it says, "You can have it all. Just give me my name, Tina Turner." Do you think that this sort of means that she's looking to get out of her contract and she just wants to be able to, and this is pure speculation, I know, but honestly, when we think back on what Tina Turner said, "Just give me my name," meaning I don't want you guys to own anything having to do with me, and I want to be able to do what I want to do moving forward, okay? Because, you know, oftentimes when you leave a reality show like this, it can be a clause in your contract that you can't do anything else with another network for the next 1.5 to 2 years. Typically, I think that's the trending amount of time based on what I know personally. But given that we don't know the exact details of her contract, we don't know. But it sounds like it could be this, okay? Pop Penny says, yeah, the tweet seems like she just wants out to me, okay? I've been there. You can have it all. I want to be free, okay? Grace Turner says she's right. That clause will hold her back. Kimberly Wilder says get out of contract, non-compete. JJ Love thinks that she's trying to break the contract chains, okay? So it definitely sounds like at this point in time, Nene is looking to get out of the situation altogether. So it'll be interesting to see what actually happens next. I mean, you know, it's been cryptic for the past couple of months with her and with Bravo. So we really don't know exactly what the deal is with this situation. But, you know, we'll continue watching as we always do, just to see what happens next. OK, so that's our Nene situation right there. That's a little bit of an update about what's going on with her. Now I want to move on to Quad and that good Dr. Heavenly. Okay, now y'all been tagging me about this. And side note, I just want to say this, and let me take this off the screen right now because I know that our boy Funky Dineva is very cool with both of these ladies. And we want to give a special shout out to Funky Dineva today because it is his birthday. So shout out to Funky Dineva on his birthday today. Had to mention that, couldn't let the day go by without saying that. Now back to that good story. Y'all go flood his social media with happy birthdays, okay? Now we got both of these two ladies who, for the most part, have had a pretty friendly relationship, except for when Dr. Heavenly had spilled the beans that good Quad had done gotten down and dirty with that good Common, okay? Y'all remember that from this past season, okay? But it seems more like they might be frenemies at this point because Quad is dragging Dr. Heavenly, talking about her surgeries and everything in this Instagram post. Now, if you guys look at the middle photo right here, this is the photo that started it all yesterday. Everybody was tagging me about it. I was like, oh, Lord, what is going on? So I wanted to, of course, see how the whole situation played out. So anyway, Quad is on vacation in Tulum, right? And we know that the ladies are in the midst of filming the new season of Married to Medicine. Dr. Heavenly has given us that update. Now, when Carlos King asked Dr. Heavenly the other day in his live if Mariah and Quad were coming back, she said two things. The answer is no. And then she said, no, I'm not answering that question. So it seems like she was basically saying Quad ain't coming back. But now that we see that Quad is in Tulum, Mexico, it almost looks like, I mean, it's looking like she might not be coming back, but we're going to give you the tea on that as we get into the story, okay? So anyway, she posted this photo right here. Now, I had to cover it up because them good cheeks was showing, but she says in the caption, it's not a secret, it's just not your business. And so it goes on to promote the hair that she's wearing, also the hotel, which is Hotel Bardo in Tulum, okay? So interestingly enough, okay, that good Dr. Heavenly commented on the photo. Now, as you guys can see here at the top, Dr. Heavenly just basically posted two emojis with their hands covering their mouths, okay? Two emojis with the hands covering the mouths. Now, I don't know if she was being funny. Obviously, Quad thought that she was. Or maybe Quad had caught wind of that interview that she did with Carlos King and felt some type of way. because she clapped back at Dr. Heavenly like Dr. Heavenly had then snatched this good wig up off of her head, okay? And then sent it to Quad's ex-husband. That's how bad she dragged this woman. So Quad says, Dr. Heavenly, dang, sis, don't be a hater all your life. Sorry you spent all your coins at the doctor and still didn't get the body God gave me. Now run and tell that. Hashtag lipo, hashtag lap band, hashtag bariatric surgery, hashtag gastric sleeve, hashtag gastric bypass, hashtag whatever it took to be mediocre. Okay. Now listen when I tell you here. Okay. Honestly, y'all, she done read her down. Okay. She done read her down. I don't even know if it was, I mean, it seems to me like the punishment did not fit the crime here. In the chatterization, let me know what you think. Did the punishment fit the crime in this situation? Did Dr. Heavenly deserve that good dragon? Give me a yes or a no in that good chatterization. I just want to know what y'all think about this. I mean, okay, Jill says it was an unnecessary read. Nina says she misspelled mediocre. Black Gal says it was so unnecessary. Tracy says, yes, she did. Larissa says, yes. Okay, Regina Ford says, yes. So obviously people think that Dr. Heavenly deserves that good dragorization. Okay, well, they wasn't done. Let's get all the way into it. So Dr. Heavenly responds with this. She says, I don't know. This is all new to me. LOL. I think she looks beautiful. Hope she's okay. So it seems like Dr. Heavenly came in peace, right? So let's keep it pumping, okay? Let's keep it pumping because our friends over at the Bravo Code, they picked up this response. They said, well, Dr. Heavenly said, I think I should leave it alone. Obviously, this is a plight to get back on the show. We literally have no beef. I just spoke to her a few days ago. I won't do fake stuff. Hashtag just sad. Because of somebody written in the comments, Dr. Heavenly better eat her self-absorbed self up. All that over 2 emojis, right? So we got Dr. Heavenly responding. Okay, she's responding, trying to stay to that middle ground, right? Except for the fact that she did throw in some shade right here in this line that says, obviously a plight to get back on the show, okay? So that's interesting, and we're going to touch on that in 1 second, okay? Don't go nowhere. Listen, it's heating up around here. So then Quad says this, okay? She says, Dr. Heavenly, you and I both know that there's been a contract on the table for me. I don't need to use you or anyone else as a plight to get on the show when a contract is waiting to be signed by me. Oh, yes, by the way, I feel fine. Just in Tulum, remaining physically and mentally centered while making some coins. We're cool, though. You're still my girl. Talk soon. So as you guys can see, okay, Dr. Contessa then jumped up into these good comments as well. And is like, please, no, okay? So here's the rub, okay? If we all cut up with this, right? Here is the interesting part about this, because our friends over at Peach Report Daily have basically kind of confirmed something that we've been talking about on this channel and something that I feel like Dr. Heavenly has alluded to on her lives as well. The Peach Report Daily, follow them on Instagram. They always got this good tea. And listen, I ain't always on here doing videos, but they always going to keep the tea popping so you guys can get the news from every little place that I tell y'all about all these good sources. But they confirmed Quad was offered a guest role and Mariah wasn't asked to return because she's suing the network for behind the scenes mistreatment and discrimination. So boom, right there on the table, we got the word that she was offered a guest role and Mariah wasn't asked to return at all, right? Okay, so let's take it on back. A guest role, okay, so we got to get into the semantics of it all, and I understand that this is going to be, yes, she does need to do that. Nene needs to copyright and trademark her name. I got to mention that. We'll go back to that in just a second. So here's the thing. Now, there's 2, from what I hear, and I can do some more investigating about this, from what I hear, there is what could be considered a friend of the show, right? Who gets a contract to be paid. Then there could be a guest role who is less of a friend and just shows up from time to time. Now, let's see who could potentially be listed as a friend and who would be potentially listed as a guest. Now, a guest would probably be somebody like a Giovanna from the last season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do not know the stipulations of her contract. I'm only making an educated guess. And then a friend, an official friend, is someone like a Marlo or a Tanya. So if they're saying she was offered a guest role, that could actually be the second tier after the friend of the show, or they could have just meant that she was offered a friend contract role. You never know with how those contracts work, and then especially how the season heats up in the absence of necessary drama that would make for a good season. So for me, what I want to know is, are y'all here for a Married to Medicine without Quad on it? And do you think, again, if you just joined this chatterization, that see, the thing about Dr. Heavenly is she didn't kind of go there with Quad, but she did kind of go there by mentioning the fact that Quad ain't really a part of the show and in the mix this season. So even though she didn't necessarily clap back, she did clap back, if y'all know what I'm saying. So I see some people saying I could do without Quad. Quad doesn't open up and she's not married to medicine. Y'all remember Mariah said, and you're not even married to medicine, my love. Someone says something about I can't watch the show if both Quad and Mariah aren't filming. They bring the most drama. Yes, Dr. Heavenly did spill the tea on Carlos King's live. Michelle says Quad can go. Team Heavenly Quad, you better find a chiropractor. You're single, no husband, let alone a doctor. Oh, God. But Quad has a new singly life. I mean, honestly, that could also be a thing, because if she's, here's the thing, if she is bringing the drama, then I'm here for her to come back. But in order to bring the drama, then you would have to also be willing to open yourself up. Okay, so if she doesn't open up, then it's going to be difficult to really chronicle her real life. Okay, somebody said something very interesting. Dr. Heavenly is becoming the face of Married to Medicine. She brings everything. Quad can stay because I love their friendship. You know, interestingly enough, I love their friendship as well. What they're giving me right now is Nene and Kim vibes from Atlanta seasons circle 1 through 3, where they were kind of on and off. And I kind of like it because it shows, I think I love this dynamic. True Lovely says, I'm gonna need Mariah back. Her personality is so perfect for TV. She's real. Quad is, a snooze fest. Let's see. Quad's awfully quiet on the show. Snooze fest. They should move Mariah to Real Housewives of Atlanta since that was originally her first option. You know, interestingly enough, it would be interesting to see her on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I doubt that the network would move her to a different show, especially if she's already potentially or allegedly in a lawsuit with the production company. I don't really know how that would work. So I don't know. I really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I will tell you guys that Married to Medicine is really one of the shows that I'm really most excited about coming back, because I just absolutely love the dynamic that they have with each other. And we also get to see a lot more of their relationships and how they work. And we get to see behind the scenes of doctors' lives and doctors' wives. So I'm uniquely interested in that show. And I hope that they don't mess up the formula by taking out these two central characters. That's really my biggest hope right there. Anyway, so that's the tea on those two situations. Listen, I don't know what's about to happen, but I feel like my spidey senses are telling me this whole situation with Nene is about to get even bigger as we learn more about what's actually really going on behind the scenes. It's technically been almost 2 months of filming at this point. And if she hasn't filmed with the group by now, I don't really know if she would actually be coming back. Now, again, back in season 8, she came back towards the end of the season, but it didn't seem like they were on bad terms at that point with her and the network. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens and hope for the best. Make sure you guys listen. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell button. Follow me on Facebook as well, because I do stream live on Facebook there too. And join the texting community, because I can text you as soon as a new video drops. With that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next video.